Guys, what's good? What's good? I hope you guys are well. I hope everything's good at your end. So, guys, I haven't made a video for a while, so I thought I'd make a quick one. So now we know that Canelo Alvarez is going to be facing Edgar Berlanga. You know, there was a lot of talk of Canelo Alvarez facing Chris Eubank, but actually now he's going to be facing Mr. Berlanga. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't think it's a very tough fight for Canelo. I think Berlanga is still very green. I don't think he has any chance against Saul Canelo Alvarez. But I would have probably preferred to see the Eubank fight just because of the link with the UK. I don't think either guy would have stood a chance. But I'm kind of underwhelmed a little bit because I know that Canelo's going to beat Berlanga pretty easy. I don't think it's a very tough fight for Canelo. I don't really think Berlanga's on anywhere near Canelo's level. I think it's going to be even worse than the Munguia fight, just because I don't think these guys are on his level. So I think it's a mismatch, really. If we're totally honest, I don't think Berlanga has any chance against Canelo Alvarez. And yeah, I think it's going to be one-way traffic, and I think Canelo's going to beat him quite comfortably. Some people may enjoy it because I think he's Puerto Rican, so the Mexican-Puerto Rican rivalry. But unfortunately, I just don't see how he has any chance. I think the fight that people want to see and the fight that people are clamoring for is obviously Benavidez. I don't know if we're ever going to get that fight. Benavidez now has moved up to light heavyweight. Obviously, he's still wanting the Canelo Alvarez fight. Is Canelo going to fight? Is Canelo ever going to fight Benavidez? I'm not so sure. I think it's a fight that everybody wants to see. We want to see that fight, and it's just frustrating right now. It's frustrating that, there's a lot of talk about Canelo Crawford as well. I think Turkey Al Sheikh wants that fight between Canelo and Crawford, which would be very interesting and something that I would be very, very interested in, just because I think Canelo hasn't got many options now left. I think he either fights Beterbiev or fights Bivol or Benavidez. If he doesn't fight the three Bs, I don't really see many fights out there for him. I think all the other fights are pretty non-entities, really. I don't think they're fights for him. So I don't really see what is left for Canelo unless he fights, like I said, the three Bs. I don't really see there a lot of competitive, good fights that people are going to be interested in. So I don't think Canelo's got that long in the sport. So personally, I don't know what Canelo has got left, to be honest with you, because if he doesn't fight Benavidez, Bivol, or Beterbiev, who is there really for him to fight? There isn't anyone, really. If we're totally brutally honest, I don't think there's a lot of guys for him to fight out there. So it's going to be tough for Canelo, if we're honest. Just because, like I said, I don't think there's a lot out there for him. So I would love to see Canelo Benavidez. I think that's the fight that I think we all want to see now. Hopefully that fight gets made sooner rather than later. Unfortunately, it's just disappointing that we've not got that fight. We might end up getting Canelo Crawford, and Canelo might end up taking that fight just because it's against a guy that's really smaller than him. So he might end up taking that fight. But again, it's one of those fights where Canelo doesn't really get a lot of credit if he wins. And he's taking a risk because Crawford's an excellent little fighter. And Crawford, if he beats Canelo, then Canelo, it hurts his legacy. So I really feel that Canelo Alvarez should take the Benavidez fight. I think that fight makes a lot of sense. I think the Crawford fight could be very dangerous because Crawford's a very good fighter. Do I see Crawford beating Canelo? I don't think so. But, Crawford's an exceptional talent. You don't know what he may pull off. Canelo wasn't very interested just because he probably thought, I'm going to be fighting another little man again. But obviously, we know he's fought little guys before. And he's got criticism for it. But this is an exceptional little man. This is a little man that's an all-time great. A guy that's, undisputed in two weight classes. He's now potentially going to be a world champion at 154. Some people think he could be undisputed at 154 as well. So Crawford, Crawford will go up there. Will he go up to 168, looking to become undisputed if he manages to capture all belts? I don't think he's going to have the time to capture all belts and then fight Canelo for undisputed at 154. I think if the fight at 168 pops up, I think Crawford will take the fight, just because I don't really think there's a lot of big fights out there for Crawford. So I think Crawford and Canelo are both kind of in a position. Canelo's got fights, but Canelo might not be willing to take those fights. Canelo's got the 3 Bs, but those are tough fights. Those are very tough fights at this stage in his career. So whereas Crawford is a tough fight, but it's against a smaller guy. So Canelo may be feeling may feel more confident in taking on those guys because he's smaller. So yeah, I personally think that Canelo Alvarez should, take the Benavidez fight. I think that's the fight that a lot of people want to see. But what do you guys think? I'd love to know your opinion. What do you make of Canelo fighting Edgar Berlanga? Are you excited about that fight? Is it a fight that you're interested in, or is it a fight that's left you a little bit disappointed? Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys. I'd love to know your opinion. I know I haven't made a video for a while, but hopefully I can start getting these videos out to you now consistently. But yeah, Canelo v Berlanga, what do you guys make of it? Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.